Hello, my name is Martin StJean. I'm a city councillor in Beaconsfield, and I'm running to be the next mayor of the beautiful city of Beaconsfield on November 2nd. So let's see what the questions that you have for me are. And I'll read the first one. First question. Your predecessor, Georges Bourrel, began a lawsuit against the city of Montreal regarding overcharged taxes, a case that has now grown to $20 million in claim. If elected, what is your strategy for moving forward with it? This is an excellent question. It's one that's been asked a lot from many residents who are concerned about, obviously, the state of the lawsuit. To be honest, and I know that some have expressed otherwise, but there's actually very little that can effectively be done to move forward this file. The file is now in front of the court. It's actually completed. Both parties, or all the parties, I'd rather say, are waiting for a trial date or trial dates to be awarded by the courts. So the next step is really just to be summoned by the courts so that lawyers for all the parties bring their agenda, and the 15-day or so of trial can be put into the court calendar. A judge would be assigned, and after that, to move forward the file, we would have to wait for that trial, or if the Quebec government, mostly, or the City of Montreal are of the opinion that it's a good time to start negotiating a serious settlement in the interest of Beaconsfield and not just in their own selfish interest, then we would be in a position to sit down at the table and work out, if possible, a settlement that would be fair. What's important to keep in mind also would be that if we settle this lawsuit, we need to look to the future and make sure that negotiations also include, ideally, a better place for Beaconsfield and other demerged municipalities so that their voices are heard, efficient, and can be better contribute to the aglo workings of the City of Montreal. As of now, we have no voice, we have no impact, we're not consulted, and that's something that also needs to change. Question number 2, what is your vision for urban planning in Beaconsfield? This is an important question. We're currently being mandated by the Quebec government to increase density in Beaconsfield. My vision, however, includes a Beaconsfield that remains essentially what it is now, which is a city made of mostly, almost 90% single-family dwellings. Increasing density would mean identifying spots after a long consultative process where we can have a few condos and townhomes to facilitate entry into the market for young families and couples who want to come to Beaconsfield, and also perhaps provide a place to stay for empty nesters and seniors who want to sell their house but remain in Beaconsfield. Question number 3. Beaurepaire Village is a vital part of Beaconsfield identity and economy. What concrete steps will you take to support local merchants and help the village thrive? I think that the essential steps to be taken would be to continue the great work that the city and council are currently doing with Les Amis du Village Beaurepaire and the Merchants Association. There is room for increasing the offering of services and making the commercial diversity perhaps even greater in the Beaurepaire village so that residents have access to more and better services in the mid to long term. But definitely the 100% way of doing it is to consult residents and the stakeholders that are currently in place. They're an essential part. There are ears and eyes on the ground, and they need to be part of the discussion. On November 2nd, the residents of Beaconsfield have an important choice to make in that they will elect a new mayor. After 12 years of the mayorship of Georges Bourrel, I'm stepping up to become the next mayor of Beaconsfield because I love my city dearly. I've been a resident for 16 years, and I think that the experience that I bring as a lawyer and a manager in city and municipal affairs is tremendously helpful and indicative of a deeply rooted interest in making the inner workings of a city more efficient for residents. I come from a background of a vast experience. I know that there are other candidates to choose from, but my personal experience is the only one that's directly involving servicing the residents of Beaconsfield. I've been a city councillor for the last 4 years, the newer or newest face on council, and I think that the fact that I've implicated myself or worked with council for the last 4 years enables me on November 3rd, if elected mayor, to run with the files that I understand and that I've participated in, and to deliver services that are absolutely in line with what the city needs, and to continue the discussion around the table of council and the collaboration with the administration. On November 3rd, if elected mayor, I'm ready to take on the position running, and there's no learning curve involved. I hope to count on your support. Thank you.